Which way do I turn the steering wheel?
Yeah, I can't tell you how to do it. You just have to know.
Yeah, but unfortunately I don't know.
And here we go. I hope you're hungry for nothing.
The Asexual Council would like to formally respond to some of the nastier comments people leave about asexuality. Now then, where should we start? Asexuality isn't real. Everybody wants to do the activity. Oh yes, I forgot. You're me, and everything you experience is something I've experienced as well. We're definitely not different people. You certainly can speak for the entirety of humanity. It's just trauma. Or it's just a medical condition. I mean, for some people it is, for a lot of people it isn't. And either way, does it matter? Mind your own goddamn business. Aces are just straights that want attention. Ah yes, because we all saw the terrible things that are being said daily to other queer people and thought, aha, put me on that train. You know what will definitely get me good attention? Everyone thinking I'm a loser virgin. Everybody loves virgins, isn't that right, Kevin?
I'll still love your garden, even with no flowers, no...
Do not sell marijuana to my husband.
Okay.
Sorry, is the boys' class being taught about pregnancy as well, or is it just us girls? It's just us, is it? Very progressive.
So I put this comment in the comment section of my video yesterday, and a few people asked for a bit more of an explanation, so I thought I'd make this video and I can explain what these mean, because people often get these wrong and it can lead to a lot of misconceptions about the asexual community. So let's just get the basic definitions down first. Sexual attraction just means whether or not you are able to look at another person and, based on their physical appearance, desire to have some sort of sexual contact with them. Sexual desire is your desire to have sex at all and what kinds of sex you wish to have. Libido is how horny you are, how much or how often you want to have sex, and sexual action simply just means having sex or doing sexual things. The only one of these you have to lack in order to be asexual or somewhere on the ace spectrum is sexual attraction. Asexual people can experience the desire to have sex in different forms, they can have high libidos, and asexual people can and do regularly partake in sex and different sexual acts, whether that be self-pleasure or with other people. This is why terms such as sex-repulsed asexual, sex-neutral asexual, sex-positive asexual, and hypersexual asexual exist within the community. Asexual is not a one-size-fits-all box. Asexual people come in different shapes and sizes with different wants, needs, and desires. This is why if you're ever initiating any kind of relationship with an asexual person, it's important to talk to that person about their boundaries and their wants. It's important not to assume that just because someone's asexual, they're never interested in any kind of sexual action. That being said, they might be. Personally, I'm a sex-repulsed asexual, and that's just me. So there you go. Hopefully you learned a little bit about asexuality today. Thank you.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
Girl, we're not like endangered animals.
Wait a second. If I'm asexual and you're asexual, then who's giving a fuck?
As highly requested, here's a cake for all of my ace followers. A lot of you were saying an ace cake would be perfect for this series because of all the memes. And I was like, oh my gosh, what are the memes? And so I looked it up, and you're totally right. I could not have missed this one. And also wait till the end because I added an extra special message just for you. A lot of you have expressed feeling sometimes overlooked by the queer community or underrepresented during Pride Month. And I think you're absolutely right. There's not as much representation for the letters that come after LGBT. But I do think it's amazing how your community in particular has been able to stand up and be seen, especially on the internet, despite not seeing a lot of yourself in mainstream culture. So keep being you, the world needs you, and I hope this cake can brighten up your morning and have a great day.
You're gone and I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind.
I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no roots.
My friend just came out as asexual, and I don't really know what that means. Okay, that's fine. Asexuality is basically when an individual has no sexual desire or sexual attraction to anyone. Oh, okay. What's the difference between sexual attraction and sexual desire then? Sexual desire has been compared to having an itch that needs to be scratched. It doesn't matter by who, but you just need to have that form of sexual release. Whereas sexual attraction is when you want a specific person in a sexual way. Okay, so if asexual people lack both of these, does that mean that they just never have sex? Not necessarily. Some asexual individuals are sex repulsed, which means they are completely adverse to any form of sexual relations. Whereas some are sex neutral, meaning that they're indifferent or may even enjoy the act of sex, but just lack the initial desire to initiate sex. Okay, so is it impossible to have a relationship with an asexual individual then? Not necessarily. It does depend on the individual. Some asexual individuals may be willing to compromise to help meet your needs. Just make sure that you communicate, set boundaries, and don't put pressure on them. Follow for more queer topics.
How do you keep your pants up when you're performing? It's incredible. Belt.
You must be right. This is an amethyst, except an amethyst is big and strong. This one is not the best example. Something is clearly wrong.
So this comment's just to connect to the other one because a lot of people seem to be confused. Asexuality, first off, is an entire spectrum. There are so many other like sub-labels to it and things like that. And secondly, ace means little to no sexual attraction, and I don't have sexual attraction. And to me, sexual attraction is to people. Like, I don't look at somebody and go, like, yeah, I want to do stuff with this person specifically. Like, I never have felt that ever. And which doesn't mean I don't like to have fun. I don't like other people having fun. Like, I like to make others feel good. I like to feel good. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes, yes, I am sex repulsed, but I never look at a specific person and say that this is the person I want to have sex with. I ride on other things in relationships and things like that to get, like, the emotional feel for it. But I've never looked at somebody specifically and wanted to do stuff with them alone, if that makes sense.
Me, or I think she like me. Molly rocks in my green tea. I keep your best interest.